This morning, I received updates from the two largest cruise lines in the US, and they were very confusing and a little bit concerning. The largest cruise ship in the world will now be sailing from a new location. I'll tell you how you can score a cruise on board Wonder of the Seas. The Coast Guard performed a dramatic rescue off the coast of hurricane-stricken Louisiana. Home testing kits are selling out fast. Plus, they're expiring earlier than anybody could have imagined. We'll tell you what's going on. Plus, a beloved Carnival ship heads to dry dock for an update. We announce our cruise swag giveaway winner. Today's episode is huge. Make sure you don't miss 1 minute. All that coming up on Midships. Hey, welcome to the Midships YouTube channel. I'm your Captain Corey, and I just want to remind you, today is the day that we're going to announce our winner for our cruise swag giveaway. Now, if you're not the winner of today's contest, don't worry, because just 2 days from now, on Friday, our next giveaway will begin. As always, there are Amazon affiliate links in the description below if you just can't wait to get your hands on any of our awesome cruise swag that we give away here on the Midships channel. Let's go ahead and jump into the cruise news today. And to be honest with you, there's so much and all of it's really important. So if you've never watched a full Midships episode, make sure today is the one that you don't miss any stories from. So we're going to start with a dramatic rescue at sea. It happened off the coast of recently hurricane-stricken Louisiana, and we're going to give you the full story. From WGNO ABC New Orleans, Coast Guard medevacs man from cruise ship 80 miles south of Grand Isle, by Kylie Bond. To help you get a better idea of where Grand Isle is located, it's actually where Hurricane Ida made landfall first in the state of Louisiana. So it's essentially directly south of New Orleans. So we're talking about another 80 miles south of there is where this rescue all went down. A man is in the hospital after being medevaced from a cruise ship off the Louisiana coast. Shortly after 1 p.m. on Monday, Coast Guard watchstanders out of New Orleans received a report from the Houston and Galveston sector regarding Liberty of the Seas, a cruise ship located 80 miles south of Grand Isle. The Coast Guard reports that the ship was en route to Houston, but was diverted to New Orleans due to the threat posed by Tropical Storm Nicholas. The report described a 62-year-old man aboard the ship was experiencing stroke-like symptoms. He was reportedly working as a crew member aboard the vessel and required immediate medical attention. A flight surgeon with the Coast Guard recommended medevac. Crews flew to the scene via an MH-65 Dolphin helicopter. And if you're not familiar with helicopters, don't worry. I'm going to show you just so you have an idea of what the rescue consisted of. So this is a photo of a U.S. Coast Guard Dolphin rescue helicopter. So this is the exact same type of helicopter and basket that would have been used to rescue the crew member from Liberty of the Seas. The man was safely hoisted aboard the helicopter and transported to University Medical Center in New Orleans. He's reported to be in stable condition. And we have some photos from the rescue here. I'll flip through them for you. So you can see this is from the helicopter's perspective, circling the ship, getting ready to do the rescue. And then here you go. It's a little hard to see. Here are the Coast Guard watchstanders removing the stricken individual from the landing pad there in New Orleans. So we've reported on several dramatic at-sea rescues via helicopter. It's absolutely amazing what our Coast Guard is capable of doing. Now, we've told you a few stories in the past about the largest cruise ship in the world. She's currently under construction and was slated to begin service in the Asian market next year. However, there's a problem. Cruises are not allowed where she was supposed to be sailing. So lucky us, we're going to get our chance to sail Wonder of the Seas in the spring of 2022. From thepointsguy.com by Ashley Kosiolek. The largest cruise ship ever built no longer will debut in Asia. Here's where it will sail instead. Royal Caribbean's newest and largest cruise ship, Wonder of the Seas, was due to begin sailings from Shanghai, China in early 2022. It will now sail Caribbean and Mediterranean itineraries. Royal Caribbean, which restarted sailings from Singapore in the summer of 2020 with the Quantum of the Seas, still has a presence in Asia. However, due to the pandemic, China is currently not allowing cruises, so the line will relocate Wonder of the Seas, the newest and largest in the line's much-loved Oasis class, to Fort Lauderdale, where it will begin a series of spring Caribbean voyages on March 4th, 2022. Ports of call will include Cozumel, St. Martin, and San Juan, among others. From there, the ship will relocate to Barcelona, Spain, to offer a summer season of 7-night Mediterranean cruises. Wonder of the Seas will replace the Allure of the Seas in the Mediterranean, following Allure's relocation to Fort Lauderdale, where the ship now offers 6- and 8-night voyages in the Caribbean. Wonder of the Seas will join her fleetmate Odyssey of the Seas in these regions for the 2022 season. And out of curiosity, I did check to see if itineraries are available now on Royal Caribbean's website, and the answer is not quite yet. Let me show you here. If you click on over to Royal Caribbean's website, I don't know if you're all aware, but you can actually search for specific ships. All of her currently canceled sailings out of Hong Kong are still up on their website as of 1 p.m. on September 15th. Now, this could change, and potentially you could call into Royal Caribbean and book on Wonder of the Seas. But rest assured, Midships will be watching for Wonder of the Seas itineraries to appear for that Fort Lauderdale restart date. And a big announcement there, I will officially be booking for her inaugural voyage on March 4th of 2022. So what a turn of events. We get to sail on the largest cruise ship in the world first before anybody else. Go ahead and comment below. Is anybody else in the Midships family interested in cruising on Wonder of the Seas? While you're down there, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button? We put out daily content just like this, telling you timely and punctual information that you need to know to make the best decision for your upcoming cruise. Also, why don't you smash that thumbs up button? Literally smash it as hard as you can. It helps us out so much in the algorithms. Every thumbs up that you give basically tells YouTube, hey, this content is spot on and I think it should be shown to other cruisers. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. It's because of you that we've seen the growth that we have over the last couple of months. So let's talk a little bit more about Wonder of the Seas now that we are going to have a chance to sail on board. As with other ships in the Oasis class, Wonder will feature a neighborhood concept, including the open-air boardwalk, Central Park, which features thousands of live plants, and the Royal Promenade, where passengers can dine, drink, or shop. It will also include a brand new suite neighborhood, bringing the number of onboard neighborhoods from 7 up to 8. The suite neighborhood offers Royal Suite class cruisers access to a private restaurant, lounge, and sun deck, with a plunge pool and dedicated bar. Also found in this area is the line's largest Ultimate Family Suite, which can accommodate up to 10 people. The ship will also offer a reimagined pool area, Wonder Playscape, an interactive top deck family play area, and The View, a cantilevered bar that offers panoramic sea views. So how cool is that? We are so lucky to get a chance to be the first on board Wonder of the Seas. I'm sure many of you in the Midships family are now thinking, maybe I should book a cruise on that beautiful new ship. Now, while we're talking about Royal Caribbean, they sent out a really confusing email today, kind of like Carnival did. We're going to actually touch on both of those emails now because I think it's going to get a lot of cruisers worried or concerned, but at least the Royal Caribbean email came with a few assurances. And I received this in my inbox about 3 hours ago, so if you're booked on Royal Caribbean, you may have received it as well. Dear guest, while we know you've been patiently waiting for protocols, our teams have been diligently preparing and working with our medical teams, government health authorities, and testing providers to ensure we provide you with the best experience before and during your cruise. As we continue to work on finalizing the details of your sailing, we ask that you please bear with us a little longer. We want to make sure that when we do update you, we have everything you need for the smoothest boarding process possible. Our commitment is to share all protocols for your sailing as soon as we can, as we want you to have ample time to prepare for an enjoyable, healthy sailing. Additionally, we understand that the final payment date for many of our guests is getting close. So in the meantime, we've made the decision to push the final payment due date for all sailings departing between October 1st through December 31st. Guests on sailings departing between those dates will now have until 30 days prior to their sail date to make their final payment. Our hope is that gives you a little extra flexibility when making the best decision for you and your party. Rest assured, no action is needed on your part and no cancellations will occur until the new final payment date. And I can in fact verify that this new payment date structure is up and working on Royal Caribbean's website. As many in the Midships family know, I'm booked on the December 1st sailing on Adventure of the Seas out of Galveston, Texas. I just checked out my cruise portfolio. I do indeed owe about $60 in port fees to Royal Caribbean still for that upcoming cruise, and it has indeed been extended out to November 1st. So that is exactly what this memo said would happen. So great news. You now have a little bit of extra time to pay off your Royal Caribbean cruise. If only all the cruise lines would offer this type of amenity. Now, while we're talking about memos sent out by cruise lines, let's talk about one from Carnival that is actually a little bit more concerning. I received this about 20 minutes after I received the memo from Royal Caribbean. And of course, I'm booked on the December 11th sailing of Carnival Mardi Gras, so that is why I'm receiving this memo. Dear Midships, as we previously communicated, effective with sailings departing as of September 13th, the CDC requires vaccinated guests to present a PCR or antigen COVID-19 test taken within 2 days prior to their sailing date. The requirement for unvaccinated guests remains unchanged. The pre-travel PCR test must be taken between 24 and 72 hours prior to their sailing date. In order to provide more testing options for our guests, we'd like to make you aware of the following. And we're going to go through some bullet points here, and I'm going to clarify these once we read them off. The CDC has approved vaccinated guests can present self-administered telehealth COVID test results at the terminal to satisfy the pre-cruise testing requirement. The test must have emergency use authorization from the FDA, and the process must happen under live supervision on a video call with a telehealth representative. The telehealth provider must issue you a result document that includes all the necessary information. Fully vaccinated guests may consider using an Abbott Binax Now COVID-19 Ag Card home test, which includes a viral antigen home test and the services of an eMed telemedicine professional who will supervise the administration of the test and provide you results in 15 minutes. The test kits ship to all 50 states and arrive at your door in around 3 business days. Guests may also contact their nearest health center, pharmacy, state health department, or transiting airport to learn more about their availabilities for COVID-19 testing. While we previously raised the possibility of on-site testing in our terminals, the logistics of making this service widely available to a large number of guests does not make this a viable option any longer. Thank you for your understanding. We look forward to welcoming you on board. Sincerely, Christine Duffy. So in one stroke of the pen, Christine Duffy giveth and she taketh away. You just heard it here. Carnival is no longer going to be looking in to doing this port side testing. So don't even think that that's going to be a thing for your cruise. Now, she also mentioned that this telehealth Binax Now Ag Card is an available option, and in the coming days I will be showing you how that works. My COVID Ag Card is out for delivery tomorrow, so I'll go ahead and show you the box, the package, but of course I can't open it or start looking at it until 2 days before my upcoming cruise on September 30th. Now, a little bit of consideration. We've recently had some mandates going out nationwide for vaccinations and testing requirements for employees, so these tests could get harder and harder to get your hands on. But that also raises the question, how long are these tests good for? And let's go ahead and figure that information straight from the horse's mouth. We're going to go into Royal Caribbean's Order Your Test Kit website. And so this is for their Abbott Binax Now COVID antigen card, and this is from the Optum store. There are 2 stores that you can purchase this from. Optum is one, and then eMed is the other. So if you look down here, there's something that you need to be aware of, and it's right here. Due to nationwide test supply shortages, the test you receive may expire by December 15th. And when it says may, it means it probably will, and it could even expire sooner than that. Many in the Midships family have messaged me to let me know their tests expire as soon as November 15th. So you should probably wait just a little bit longer to order your test if you're cruising in December. However, if you have a cruise before then, probably want to get that ordered right around the end of the month of September. And as you can see, Royal Caribbean selling a 2-pack of these tests for $69.99. Now, a little bit of inside advice: if you use the emed.com website to order, you can actually order a 6-pack of tests for $150, making your test cost only $25 per test instead of the $35 if you order the 2-pack. Let's dig a little bit deeper into this testing dilemma that some Carnival and Royal Caribbean guests are facing right now, because this expiration date question is something we should probably figure out, and there's actually a kicker that may change things up and may make these tests last a little bit longer. So let's read an article about that now. From cruisehive.com by Emery Thacker. Carnival Cruise Line guests face home test expiry date dilemma. The cruise line recently advised its guests on a home testing kit by Abbott Binex Now, making it easier for their guests to complete their pre-cruise test. Since September 13th, cruise lines have changed protocols for pre-cruise testing, which now must be taken no more than 2 days before your cruise, as per US CDC requirements. As expected, many guests have already ordered their home test kits through the Optum store. I will put a link to this Optum store and the Royal Caribbean Optum store and the eMed store all in the description below, so you can go ahead and pick up your tests at your leisure. The test costs $69.99 for a 2-pack. Despite the test making things easier for guests, many are experiencing that the expiration date is only a month or 2 out. And there's a nice picture of the home test you'll receive. You have this card, which comes open-faced. You have your liquid activator and you have your nasal swabs, and they'll all be used in conjunction. And at the end, you basically end up with a card on a stick that shows your result in this little window here. So it's actually a pretty unique and cool method from Abbott. Shout out to them. They are based out of Columbus, Ohio. So this has caused concern and confusion, especially for those who have ordered multiple packs for upcoming cruises and flights as far out as 2022. This has led many guests to contact Carnival's brand ambassador, John Heald, regarding their home tests expiring prior to their cruise. John Heald posted on his Facebook page, "Some people have apparently been ordering home tests for cruises later this year and have discovered that they expire before the cruise date. Now, if you order your test a month or so before your cruise, then you're going to be fine. However, I felt it best that I pass along that if you're using a home test, that if you're ordering a test now for a cruise in December or later, then there's a chance that test might expire." And that puts cruisers in a big pickle, because with this new mandate coming out that people who aren't vaccinated will need to test every week to go ahead and keep their job, there's going to be a lot fewer tests available. So I can't blame anybody for wanting to put their order in now. It's kind of like the toilet paper shortage we experienced about 1.5 years ago. If you think you might not have it, you're definitely going to want to get it before it runs out. So what are we to do? With the growing concern for the expiration date, the Optum store now includes a warning which says, due to nationwide test shortages, the test you receive might expire by December 15th. And some are set to expire before that date. The store has also updated its delivery time. Previously, the home test was to be shipped on the same day, but now it could take up to 3 business days for your delivery. There is good news, however. The Abbott Binex Now home test has been approved for an extension to its expiration date by the FDA, providing some hope for those Carnival and Royal Caribbean and MSC guests who have purchased many of the FDA home tests. A letter from the Optum store says, currently, the ones we have right now expired December 2021, but per the FDA, they have been granted an expiration extension of 3 months, so they are technically good until January of 2022. A letter has also been published that concerns the Binex Now Ag Card expiry. It's due to continued testing on the stability of the product to extend the expiration date. The results have been shared with the FDA with an expiration date of up to 12 months. It's important to check with the store if there are any concerns about the expiration date to ensure the test can still be used for your upcoming Carnival cruise. So there's no word from any major cruise lines as of yet that they're going to go ahead and work with people who have these expired tests, since the manufacturer suggests that they should still be good months to even a year after their original expiration date. But Midships will stay on this story, and the moment that news drops, we will deliver it straight to you. A ship near and dear to my heart is receiving a brand new paint job. And of course, we're talking about the Carnival Liberty. She was the first cruise ship I ever sailed on, and I have a very big soft spot for that beautiful ship. Sure, she's a little bit older. Maybe she's not as large or as updated as other cruise ships are, but there's something about your first cruise, it will always leave an impression. I'm sure some of you would love to reminisce in the comments below about your first cruise, and I'd love to read it. So we're gonna check this out from cruisehive.com. Carnival Liberty is the next to receive new Carnival livery. So we've got some words that sound very similar here. So I'm gonna probably try to get my tongue as twisted as humanly possible. Last but certainly not least, the Carnival Liberty will be getting her new look this week. The ship is scheduled for her dry dock in Cadiz, Spain, yesterday, September 14th. While the dry dock is not scheduled to involve any significant refurbishments, which the ship could quite frankly use a little bit of significant refurbishments. The sinks are green, for crying out loud. The ship will be getting the new Carnival red, white, and blue hull design and paint scheme that Carnival first introduced on the Mardi Gras. Other work that the company will be doing includes some routine hotel maintenance and cosmetic enhancements. Okay, and it's time to announce the winner of our contest. It's officially noon Eastern on Wednesday, September 15th. So we are going to go ahead and close the contest and see who wins. All right, so I'm in my YouTube backend studio here. Just going to go ahead and paste in that the giveaway is now closed. We'll save that here. And we'll copy the link to the video and head over to our favorite random YouTube comment picker here. Go ahead and paste it in. Let's go ahead and fetch the entries here, and anything goes. We'll include the replies as well. And as a reminder, you have to have commented your favorite cruise port to be eligible to win. And it looks like we had a fair amount of comments on this particular contest, so good job everybody who entered to win. And congratulations to Nanya Litz. You are the winner of this week's giveaway. Your favorite port is to cruise out of Miami. It's beautiful, and I couldn't agree more. If you made it this far into the video, why haven't you subscribed to the Midships channel? And while you're doing that, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. Thanks so much for participating in the Midships channel. Continue to comment below as well. And as always, I really appreciate your insider tips and tricks. Another great way to get in touch with the Midships channel and maybe be featured in an upcoming video is to join our Facebook group at facebook.com/midships. That link is also in the description below. Go ahead and leave us a comment. Maybe post some pictures from one of your favorite cruises, or maybe you're out there cruising right now. We'd love to see and hear about your experiences. Thanks so much for tuning in to Midships today. Until next time, we'll see you on the Midships.